All right, how we doing?
Hi, Eli. Kyle Brandt, NFL Media. Just a quick question. You had Guy Fieri on tonight. A lot of people mispronounce his name, and he doesn't like it. How do you feel you handled the pronunciation during the ManningCast tonight?
Oh, great question, Kyle. I thought I nailed it. Worked really hard on it. Guy Fieri. It's it's kind of confusing because it's like there's a bunch of D's in his name when there's really R's in his name. But watch some film. Other people calling it. Actually, watch some film of him calling out some people for saying his name incorrectly. So listen to him saying it over and over again. Really helped, and I think kind of showed off my skills by saying his last name probably more times than I really needed to.
Just a quick follow on that, if I may, Eli.
Yeah.
Did you have any teammates over the years whose names you struggled to pronounce? Maybe Matthias Kiwanuka, Osi Umenyiora, or Rich Soybert? Who was it?
Yeah, those are all good. Prince of Mukamara kind of comes up in there, but all those guys, Richie Soybert was offensive lineman. You never mispronounce your offensive lineman's name. But Osi Umenyiora, great player for us. Matthias Kiwanuka, saw Matthias yesterday at the Giants game. So I think for the Giants players, maybe right when they come in their rookie year, you might mispronounce it just kind of as a being, kind of not a bullying, because there's no bullying in the locker room, but just to kind of make them earn their keep, earn the right that you pronounce their name the right way.
Hey, Eli, this is Madeline Burke. You asked Guy Fieri tonight if he would rather be president of the United States or mayor of Flavortown. So same question to you. If you can only pick one, you going president or mayor of Flavortown?
Ooh, Madeline, good question. I think I'm probably also going mayor of Flavortown. That sounds a little bit more fun. I mean, I guess it'd be cool to be the most powerful man in the world or in America for sure, but it sounds like a lot of responsibility. And so I think mayor of Flavortown sounds like you're maybe working just a few days a week or a few days a year. So that sounds more appealing to me. A lot more fun. Get to eat some good food. Sounds more like a party kind of atmosphere. So I think the president of the United States, that's a lot going on, and probably a lot of meetings. You got to sit down for a long time. So I'm gonna pass on that one.
Speaking of the president, he provided some wisdom to never stop learning.
Yes.
Is there something that you've always wanted to learn more about?
I mean, I think there's a lot of things I've wanted to learn more about. Just this week, I've been forced to kind of relearn a lot of things. Helping my seventh grade daughter learn about American history, the American Revolution, the Revolutionary War. So learned a whole lot about Sam Adams, that he was kind of the leader and the planner of the Boston Tea Party. Learned about the Sugar Act and the Stamp Act and the Tea Act and the Boston Tea Party, as I mentioned. So all those things, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, Declaration of Independence. So really learning all about that right now, which is fun.
Eli, how satisfying was it seeing Peyton at the kids' table at the state dinner for the Queen?
Yeah, that's an accurate story. Peyton was at the kids' table, and the great thing about Peyton at the kids' table, obviously he's a lot taller. When you get that small table and the small chairs, and his knees are like coming up to his chest, but you get to see how mad he was. So that's how he wouldn't try to interact with the kids. He'd be so mad that he's at that table, looking at the other tables, trying to kind of weasel his way back into a main table. I would have been fine with the kids, because sometimes I prefer just hanging out with kids. Their conversation's a little bit more entertaining than some kind of big grown-up dinners.
Eli, you asked Peyton tonight why he never wore a cutoff jersey to show off his abs. Similar question for you. Why did you never wear a cutoff jersey during your career?
Well, I would have with the Giants, but Coach Coughlin wouldn't allow it. It was team rules. I definitely had the six-pack. It's really more like an eight-pack. But Coach Coughlin didn't do it. Yeah, if you go back to my high school film, I had way cut off. Like it hardly even covered my shoulder pads. You could see everything. I had the rib guard, so it kind of covers up the abs a lot. So unfortunately, I had to wear that. Protect the ribs. But yeah, I was big on showing off the abs back in the day.
Speaking of showing off, Eli, you showed the president a painting you did of you and Peyton tonight.
Yeah.
How would you describe your style of art?
Ooh, probably realism. I think it's probably the most accurate form. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's what it is. It's so accurate. It's just really, gets really just gets the subject and brings it to life, and just you're always looking at it. It's like, is that a picture or is that a painting? It looks so accurate. So I think that's probably best describes my work.
Eli, Guy demonstrated the proper way to eat a taco tonight.
Yes.
Did you agree with Guy's taco eating method?
I did agree with it. I thought it was a good job where, I mean, you have to turn the head a little bit. You had to get it, but you don't want to spill everything. I did a terrible job. Went too much, spilled. So, obviously Scatterboo kind of went with you can't turn the head. You got to dominate the taco. I don't know if you have to dominate the taco. That sounds aggressive, but I think you do have to. It's a mutual. You're connecting. You're coming in there. You're meeting together. It's just everybody's enjoying that moment. So it's a little give and take.
Eli, you said tonight that you want all 22 of the players who intercepted Peyton in his rookie year to appear on the ManningCast.
Yeah.
Of the record 28 picks he threw, which one was your favorite?
Ooh, what's my favorite of the 28 interceptions? Yeah, I mean, that first game he threw 4 against the Dolphins. That was good. Those are Sam Madison. Sam Madison's a teammate of mine with the Giants. Won a Super Bowl with Sam. So I think probably a Sam Madison interception. The Ted Washington was pretty good to see a defensive tackle. I'm glad that he didn't just throw interceptions to linebackers and defensive backs. Hey, you got to get the defensive tackles some love. So that was nice of Peyton to give those guys a little love.
Derek Carr revealed tonight that you ran up a bunch of drink charges at the Pro Bowl on his room.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's appropriate behavior for a Pro Bowl coach?
Well, this wasn't when I was the coach. This was when we were both players at the Pro Bowl. So we both made it, and so yeah, I just felt it was my job as kind of the veteran quarterback there, and to say, hey, what room number are you in? I'm going to send something up there. Or I'm going to send a little something for the kids, and he fell for it. So he told me his room number 428. And so, of course, I happened to slip out of my mouth when I was talking to some of the offensive linemen. They maybe bought some Mai Tais as we were in Hawaii. So, you might have got a few charges to the room, but that's just part of being on your first Pro Bowl and being there. And him having an older brother who was a friend of mine, I felt that he deserved that. I wouldn't do that as a coach. Pro Bowl, I wouldn't charge anything to the players. That'd be very, very immature.
Eli, Peyton said that Tiger Woods texted him tonight during the game.
Yeah.
Who's the most famous person that texted you tonight?
Danny DeVito sent me a text earlier today. So today is Danny DeVito's birthday. I did text him and wished him a happy birthday. So in the text back to me, saying thank you. So I think that counts as a text back in my mind. So I'd say it's probably the most famous person that sent me a text.
All right, this last question is from your devoted YouTube base. This one is from Champagne83. Eli, the Raiders always abandon the run once they're down early. At what point do you think it's appropriate to abandon the run?
Well, I think once you have 4 rushes they go for negative yards, then it's time to abandon. Like if it's just, obviously if you're down in the game and you have at that point, if you're down by 2 scores and you have a rush that loses more than 2 yards, run is abandoned. Like you can't be having lost yards on run. We're running it because, hey, they should be expecting pass. We might be able to get, break one for 8, 10 yards. No, you're going backwards. Runs abandoned. That's out. We'll just start throwing checkdowns as our runs instead.
All right. Any other questions?
All right. No other questions? All right. Thank you very much. See you next week.